Alright, welcome to Heroes of Hammerwatch 2. As you can probably tell, I've been playing it a lot. It's a lot of fun. Today we're going to be looking at the Conjuration Wizard with their wonderful little Hydra pets. I forget. Oh, no. I don't want to make them ice. So we're just going to go for an extra head right away. Mana regen, spell crit. Gonna leave it on normal for now because I'm gonna take advantage of the skip, and we're gonna go from there. All right. So already I can see that we're going to be coming back this way to go straight to the Citadel. However, I want to get the skill orb first. And maybe pick up a couple trinkets along the way. Anyway, there's a skill orb. Yes, please. Well, my build's done. I win. I hope. Seriously, though, it's pretty lucky. I tried doing this earlier, and I didn't get the 5th Hydra head at all, and I ran through the entire thing. In fact, this is my 3rd attempt because I've been having the problems with my new microphone getting the audio balance right. So if you guys want to see some of those other runs that the microphone didn't pick up so well, let me know and I can post them too. But in the meantime, we're just gonna beat up these things, little shades, and call it good. Stun is good. Casting spell-giving barrier is good. Extra magic missiles. Sure, fireball size. On a side note, if you're able to do this and you just need the stuff you get for breaking down trinkets at the end of a run, you can just leave right here and you get a fair amount of it back. Makes it real easy to get those materials for enchanting your gear and whatnot. That was a terrible height placement. I do have a shield on this character because projectiles in this game are numerous, plentiful, and very damaging. And I'll pretend that 2 of those words aren't just synonyms for each other. So main thing I'm looking for when doing these is the skill orbs and trinkets. Anything to kind of help out along the way. I don't really need the resources too much anymore. Gold is always nice, but I'm not going to go super out of my way for it. However, if you're just starting out, even getting this far normally is pretty impressive. Because one of the things that makes this game, I guess, a little more unique is its progression systems, where a big part of it is actually tied to your accomplishments, where you're getting, so those little stars, you use those for upgrading your passive and active abilities. And those little diamonds are each extra stat points. So you get stats for that, you get stats for leveling up your characters to certain levels. Each level of each character class also gets you extra stats and bonuses. So the game really encourages you to play a little bit of everything and experiment, which I'm enjoying so far. Secret areas, and I'll probably miss almost every single one of them, but you know, I could totally pretend that I do it on purpose whenever I open one up, although that one actually was on purpose, for once. In general, the game doesn't force you to go through trap hallways and stuff. For the most part, unless it's an actual trap room. And eventually you unlock a building called the Architect, and one of the, that lets you modify the run, your run somehow. Like making pyres more spawn more often, or in some cases, if you choose it, you can completely disable the traps in the corridors. In fact, this is actually one of those times where the game actually does force you to go through a trap in the corridor. Again, that doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. I'll have to come back there later, once I finish clearing out more of the map. I need to spend a bit less mana. Or just level up and get my mana back. That works too. Never punished. Bigger fireballs, because why not? Got caught on that pseudo armor. There's a right way to do this, and then there's the way I just did it. What you're supposed to do is get close to these and see if they light up, and then go from there, but I am too lazy for that. Alright, that should be most everything. Most everything. Boy. I actually saw that one and did it on purpose. It's a miracle. That's not a good Hydra placement. I didn't realize there's a pillar there. Wizard may not blow stuff up nearly as fast as the sorcerer sometimes, but it's so much safer. Barrier is huge. Especially when you can just cast a spell and get it back sometimes with the right passive. If you haven't already maxed out all of your achievements for certain things, you definitely want to try and do them as much as you can. And there are achievements for using potions and refilling potions, so if you think you're doing well, it's not a bad idea to get in the habit of using all your potions that you can and then refilling. Because all those achievement stat points are global for all of your characters, not just the one that you did them on. That lovely black blob there is a kind of a risk-reward thing. You can opt in to get Shadow Curse stuff, but it does lower your resistances. I will take Bouncing Fireballs, though. Because every time it bounces, it does its damage again, so that's literally doubling the damage of the fireball, assuming doesn't go too far between bounces. Watch my mana. let's see. Looks like there's still quite a bit we haven't seen yet. Ooh, more stats. Going for a skill orb. Third or second bounce, yes please. Which makes 3 damage instances. Potentially all in the same thing if I get it right. Definitely feel the difference of skipping versus actually playing through. I'm missing a lot of just quality of life things with like extra mana regen and stuff and trinkets. Although that should help. Good enough. Hopefully the Shadow Curse won't end up being a mistake. Spell power per trinket? Yes, please. This level, the main things to look out for are those blue robe mages with a little fan of lightning that they do, because they hurt really bad. There are little skeleton guys with the book that you'll see in the back. They'll cast lightning splats on top of you, and they can silence you. And then there's the really big hammer-wielding guys. How did I miss that? And there's the really big hammer-wielding guys that, when they hit you, they will disarm your character. Supposedly they nerfed the lightning fan guys a little bit by putting in more of a ramp up. I'm not going to stand there and find out for sure. skill orb. What do you have for me? Bouncing magic missiles. Sure. More money. Sometimes I feel like it's worth it just to break the pots for the sound. But I don't want to waste your time. We're not playing a Legend of Zelda game after all. These guys real quick before we go back. So far, so good. Not really feeling like the curse is hurting me too much. Skelefriends. Let's see. West. Oh, look, it's up higher. We can get rid of our shadow curse. Level 2. We're gonna start looking out for the elite versions of those blue-robed mages that shoot even more lightning. Like that. And they hurt, usually. If nothing else, they remove barrier way too fast. Random traveling cook in the middle of a dark citadel. Sure. Why not? there's one thing this game really has going for it, it's the amount of collectibles and stuff you can get that helps improve your runs as you go between all the different trinket upgrades that you can attune in the library back at base, to just leveling up your characters to get more stats, the gear, all sorts of stuff. It's quite the room. Don't really need dexterity. Spell cooldown is nice. Armor is nice. Yeah. Fish. Because who wouldn't want to eat fish that's just been sitting on the floor for who knows how long? By the way, don't do that. Don't eat fish that's been sitting on the floor. Hydra superiority. They really are silly. %20 damage against bosses. Yes, please. I'm feeling pretty good, so I'm not gonna try and go through. Oh boy, that's a haul full of nope. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm not gonna go super crazy trying to find every little thing on the sides. Straight for the boss. Mostly. Nice. I'll get rid of... Actually, wait. I already got rid of my shadow curse. Never mind. I'll pretend that one was on purpose too, yeah. Didn't even see where it was. How did the kid open up there? Okay, sure. I'm not gonna complain about free stuff I didn't know was there. Best thing in the world, but hey, more damage is more damage. Totally knew that was there too. Yep. 2 mana on kill isn't that great, but prefer mana regen over just more max mana. Much stuff in your face all the time on this level. Gets a little ridiculous. can imagine on the higher difficulties, it gets to be a bit of a slog to come through here. Alright, boss time. We got 3 potions, we got the hydras. It's pretty easy to dodge as long as you're in melee range with them. And, well, hydras are just silly. Bullet hell. And then he comes back, and we keep beating the crap out of him. That. And there we go. Hey, level 20 with the wizard. Adept, no good. Nothing super shiny, but that was just regular mode, not New Game Plus. Anyway, that's a abridged run of Heroes of Hammerwatch 2. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll probably be uploading more videos of some of the other characters, maybe trying some of the higher New Game Plus difficulties. See you guys around and have a good one.